let's look at this game. We'll watch this and cast this while we make sure the stream is actually running fine. It's nice. So it's Arabia, it's Huns. I'll turn down the scroll speed a little bit to make it more caster friendly. Alright, we can look at the minimap and I can tell you right now that I think Lux has a pretty bad map. He has some good woodlines, but everything is very open. But then again, he's Lux, so he's probably gonna find a way to wall this. So don't be concerned about that. He makes buildings and here takes control over this front, and he can make this map very good actually. Well, pretty good. Speed should stabilize soon, right? Nicov has kind of the same thing. With certain moves he can make the map decent, but Nicov's map is probably even worse. He has a better wood, backwood, but his gold and map is a crater pretty much. So yeah, I would say Lux probably has... Actually, they have different weaknesses and different strengths. Lux has a less of a crater type of map. He can secure wood and gold and stone pretty easily with some walls and stuff. While Nicov has a better backwood, but he has a much more vulnerable map when it comes to other resources. So I'd say Nicov should probably play very aggressively this game, to be honest. At least that's the way I would judge it. And I think Nicov is comfortable playing aggressive as well. So it would make sense. He's learning deer as well. That usually indicates, like, there are two ways with deer. Like you might want to do deer just to have like a strong economy to go castle age. But most of the times when you see people lure deer, it's because they want to have a really strong early feudal age food count. So normally it would be for, say, a man-at-arms rush, maybe, potentially scouts. Things like this, just to give you like that early food boost to make you, allow you to put some aggression on. Dropping frames? I don't think so. I think I'm not dropping frames. I'm not dropping frames, so I hope you guys are just trolling. I don't see any dropped frames on my end. Yeah, let's see what Nicov sees. Well, he knows that his map is very exposed, vulnerable in different ways. Like, if he loses control of these hills, then that's pretty much the death sentence. So yeah, his next, he can see 2 of Elixir's gold. Actually, this center line here might be very important. You can see there are 3 golds just in one screen here. And actually, yeah, both these golds I think belong to Lix. Yeah, these are extra golds since there are only 3 tiles. So both these golds belong to Lix. And actually that might, if Nicov controls his forward hills, this is going to be very tricky for Lix to take these golds again later on. So they probably have some lag as well. Losing this HP on the scout is so massive actually in a 1v1, especially on this level. Just being 1 scout down can pretty much lose you the whole early game. And yeah, that's why I usually don't like to trade my scout HP for like a villager or something. And I would prefer to... There's a random purple dot on top of your stream. Guys, can you... Oh wait, what? You're right. Wait, you are part of a small test to learn how viewers explore Twitch. Click browse to see what we're testing. What the hell? That's I think that's not me. That's not the stream. That's actually for you viewers. When I hover over it, it says, "You are part of a small test to learn how viewers explore Twitch. Click browse to see what we're testing." I don't think that's me. I think that's for specific viewers. So probably only some of you see it. I see it when I open it, but I don't think many of you see it. Yeah, apparently you were chosen, Nelson. Cool. Night villager here. Let's see what he sees. Yeah, so he's getting a good grasp of what Lux's map looks like. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's gonna go man-at-arms. Yeah, he's doing loom now. Well, actually, he's sending his probably. Yeah, he's gonna go man-at-arms. Probably just gonna apply some pressure with the militia and then follow it up with potentially a forward. Because I feel like he's like identifying this hill as a very good hill to like take control over. But then again, now he sees the walls here, so it could be risky. Okay, he's probably gonna do rush archers actually, since he added this many villagers here. He needs to move more villagers to wood in that case, else this doesn't make much sense. Let's see what Lux is doing. Lux is looking like he's just going for a normal scouts build. No farms though. Did he steal some sheep or something? That looks like a deer corpse. I think he's been luring at least one deer down here. Maybe two. Maybe that's why he has sheep left over and hasn't made any farms yet. 11 villages on wood though. That's not normal. But he's doing actually a 22 pop-up. That's quite a delayed 22 pop-up, I must say. Oh, he's gonna fail the walling. Nico's gonna get in. There we go. See, Alex. Oh, he's actually switching into an archer range. I'm not sure why exactly he decided to go archer range. Not exactly sure what he saw that made him decide, oh, I should do an archer range and make skirms. It's kind of surprising to me. But Nico is following it up with, yeah, forward. Yeah, I think, like I said, I think he identified this hill as a potential weakness. He can just chop through here. He's gonna follow it up with archers, it seems, which actually, in this case, the skirmisher's choice from Lix seems to be a good call. If that was in Nico's spot now, I'd probably pull them off and place them on wood or farms to make skirmishers myself. Or stone, because you want to be able to drop multiple towers when you're forward. So since the walls are closed, he's just trading the militia. He wanted to do man-at-arms. He actually did it as well. He did add 2 more militia. But he did waste 2 of them as well here. Oh, he saw the forwards on gold. Okay, that makes sense. But he wasted 2 of his militia before he got the man-at-arms upgrade. Which is kind of sloppy. Oh, actually, I think Lux made a mistake here. He needs to go to gold ASAP. Okay, he's switching to gold now. So he made an archer before he has fletching. That means he cannot get fletching until he takes gold. This means that his second archer range is going to be delayed. It also means that he will have later fletching, obviously. So I think this archer is a mistake. It's gonna postpone both the second archer range, and usually this early on, the unit numbers is what matters the most. So by doing this, he's actually hurting himself in 2 different ways. By adding the archer. Dealing a second archer range, and also he needs to make a mining camp and take gold to get fletching. Which is really painful. Nicov did the right thing, he made the 2 ranges first, and he's gonna follow up with a blacksmith later, right now, to make fletching. He can do this since he's already on gold. Now, Nicov has the pressure, but Lux still has a fairly safe base. But I do like Nicov's position more. He's doing a blacksmith as well before the second range. Can be helpful since he's the defending player, then you don't need the same numbers as the attacking player. But eventually down the road he can potentially fall quite far behind in unit counts. I realize I don't have the spectator dashboard for some reason. Let me check. Okay, I tagged it off for some reason. I don't know why. What happened? Nicov is like, normally you would see them garrison with villagers. And that's like, when you have archers, that's a benefit of having archers. Because you can put your villagers to work and don't have to garrison them to shoot arrows. Now, I'm not sure. Okay, so he sent all his forward villagers back. Except the one here. He's taking stone that can be used both for this forward villager to make other towers. But it can also be used to make defensive towers. Since he's putting these on stone. So Nico is playing this aggressive because of his map, most likely. And He's putting on some good pressure and doing some damage. But at the same time, you can see his own economy. The farms aren't great. He doesn't have a great farm number. Does not have horse color. So his economy won't be great behind this. But then again, he's idling a lot of farms on Lix. Lix doesn't have a good economy either. So they're both in a kind of similar spot. He lost his 4 villager here, Nicov did. So they're both in a very similar spot right now. But I would say actually, I would feel more comfortable probably in Lux's position right now. He's semi-walled, he has the most important resources safe. And he knows that Nikov's military production is forward, which can turn out to be a weakness in the long run. None of them have the armor upgrade. I feel like they both should be trying to get that ASAP. None of them are doing it though. But yeah, Nicov is putting good pressure here. Lux is on the defensive, so... But then again, Lux now has the close reinforcement points, and those can be quite massive. I don't know if you guys remember my game against Nicov on Kilimanjaro in the weekend. The only reason I won, like in early Castle Age, he made a push in my front. The only reason I won that fight in the end was because my stables were right next to the battle. Which meant I could reinforce as the battle was going on, you know? So yeah, Lux has the close reinforcements, which is a big advantage at this point. While Nicov is just applying pressure while securing his own base. Should replenish the lumber camp here though. You could even just make 2 new lumber camps to make it even more efficient right now. But I think it's working out fairly good for Nicov. He's putting Lux under pressure and keeping him defensively, while he's just towering up his own base. So by the time Lux will be able to go forward anything at all, in any way at all, Nicov should have his whole base towered up. Okay, so Nicov actually sent new villagers forward. I'm not sure what I think about this call, but I understand it because, again, controlling this hill would be quite massive in this game. But Lux will have access to his own towers. Oh, actually, this is open now. If Nicov clicks inside now, the units will go here and go through here. It's just who notices it first. I would have made that tower more forward if I was Lux. With this tower this far back, he's gonna potentially allow Nicov to move in on the hill. If that tower was like here, maybe on this tile, I think that would be a much better tower. That would completely deny Nicov any movement in. Actually, it seems like it's working out anyway, so it's fine. But yeah, Lux is doing the right thing, he's defending the pressure well. Now it's all about the food count. Nicov is doing a wheelbarrow, keeps adding towers to secure his economy. He should really get some of these wood villagers over to farms now, or gold, for that sake. And maybe also consider adding production facilities back at his home. He might actually be planning to switch into a nightstand though, and add stables at his base. In which case, he definitely should be moving some of these villas over to farms. Now, Lux is doing the Chinese thing. So, what does he see here? He knows that Nicov has been trying to put on pressure. He has a tower here, tower there, tower here, tower there. Now, what does this mean? It means he's pretty much completely safe from everything, besides maybe if suddenly 10 scouts would show up with armor and everything, that would just run straight in. So what does he do in that case? He chooses the longest path to run around, avoid any of Nicov's military, and try to sneak his army in to do damage. Oh, this is really bad for Nicov as well. Now Lux knows Nicov's army is here, and but he knows as well that he's completely safe. So at the same time as being completely safe, he has the potential to do damage, because Nicov is not towered up all over the place. And Nicov should expect this. Pretty much every Chinese player, primarily Asian player so to say, does this strategy. Once they're safe at home, they move everything and sneak it around to try and do damage. So this is going to be massive for Lux. It's going to probably kill 4 or 5 villagers here, if he macros well, which he's not doing at the moment. But as well, Nicov should have noticed that, hey, where's Lux's army? He didn't see any of Lux's army here. So he should have realized that Lux's army is on the other side of the map right now. But yeah, Lux got, what, 3 villagers? He should have gotten more. way more actually. If he placed his army here to block the escape path, he would have killed so many more vills. But in the end, that was a really good move by Lux regardless. So Lux is adding stables. He's up to castle age quite a bit quicker than Nicov. He's going to be going for knights, which is a good choice because he has this economy well set up for knights. 18 farmers and 10 gold villagers. Seems like a good number for 2 stables. Oh, he's actually going 3 stables. I'm never a fan of going 3 stables. I do not understand why you would go 3 stables. I don't think it's a good idea ever, pretty much. Now, Nicov hasn't revealed his follow-up. He's not producing anymore from the ranges. He's not added stables. So I feel like Lux is in a great spot right now. I'm still not sure what Nicov is going to follow this up with. Seems like he's just going to try to stay ranges, which is really dangerous. Especially because he should be expecting that, since Lux is throwing these units away now, should be expecting knights to come out. Okay, so Nicov is actually gonna make the... That could be for Bloodlines for Cav Archers, but I don't think so. I think it's for knights. Nicov should try and defend with towers now, knights, and maybe, well, 1 stable and 1 monastery probably. I would drop a monastery right away as I hit castle age. But the knights have ran past Nikov's vision, so Nicov knows this is coming now. 1 sec, guys. Alright, sorry for that, guys. Sorry for that. PJ 98765. Sorry, I forgot to thank you for the sub earlier. Much appreciated. Thank you a lot. So yeah, Lux is doing the right thing now. He has all the upgrades he needs. He's just Nikov's map is so bad that Lux should just kill villagers. Don't even bother fighting army at this point. Well, after you kill the crossbows, just like target the villagers, create havoc. Create a lot of chaos for Nicov, and by the time he's gonna start adding his own, focusing more on his own economy, Nicov is gonna be so far behind in his economy that there's pretty much gonna be no return. If Lux plays it right, that is. Can never rule out that misplays can happen. Yeah, he should just focus villagers. He can kill 4 or 5 builds here. If he splits them up and goes to this location, actually I never scouted this. That's a big blooper by Lux. Should have had full vision over Nico's base at this point. Did go for a forward monastery as well. I'm surprised he didn't add a siege workshop himself. But still, the damage is being done. Nico's getting so much idle time. I've been in this position a ton of times myself. He's having so much idle time. So many idle villagers, he's like struggling just to get the units out, because like the thing Lux did here, garrisoning these villagers inside the towers, it's not only that he garrisons them and kills some vills, it's actually that it's keeping Nicov off gold. By doing that, Nicov is not able to produce any military unit that he wants to. He wants to make Cav Archers, potentially some more knights, and he's not able to do that because he simply doesn't have the gold income anymore. And Lux is just adding another TC, probably gonna add a 3rd one as well once he has the stone. Yeah, once he gets the stone, he'll probably add a 3rd TC, and he's probably just gonna keep making knights. And I'm guessing he's gonna add a forward siege workshop as well. So, yeah, I feel like in the long run, Nicov is in big troubles here. He doesn't have the... Like, Cav Archers are... Generally, Cav Archers are viewed as stronger than knights, but there you go, he's gonna call the GG. But if you don't have 20-30 Cav Archers, then you can never one-shot knights and never take like really good engagements. So unless you have a big surplus of units, then you're very unlikely to be able to Take good fights with knights. So yeah, carriages are better, I would say, but not unless you get to the mass of carriages you need. But yeah, also the barcode. Subscribe to me. Guess it's just a barcode. Thanks a lot for the sub, mate. I gotta be a pro caster and check achievements. But in the long run, Lux just had a way better kill death ratio. Also economy. This is also partly due to Nicov being so much idle. And also, being the defensive player, usually you have a better economy. So, yeah. Nice game by Lux. He abused Nico's bad map, defended the pressure well. And yeah, just won the game like that. Pretty straightforward. Anyways, guys, I need to be right back quickly.